What's up, you guys? We're here today at the Tail of the Dragon. Very quiet day up on the hill. This is during the COVID pandemic and there's a lot of towns on lockdown. So someone got out and took a drive in their Lotus Evora, brought it by here and said that I could do a little review of it. So for those of you not familiar, this is Lotus's more practical sort of solution to the other line of smaller cars that they make, the Lotus Elise and Exige. So it's got a little bit more space in the back, not really a back seat, but like a shelf. But we'll walk around the car and talk about it a little bit. So it's powered by the same engine as the, well, not exactly the same, but base engine from the Camry, a 3.5 liter V6. But it's supercharged, and you can see the dash a little bit. It's got a really cool sort of a racy layout there. I dig it. Nice little flat bottom steering wheel. Tight seats. A lot of bolstering. And your feet end up being pretty much in line with your hips. So got this real racy seating position. In the back, it's basically a shelf. There's not room for a person to sit unless they're going to sit sideways, but it's pretty good for people who don't have a family and kids and stuff. Motor obviously mounted midships here. Gives a little bit better ability to rotate quickly. Sets up a little high, but the whole car is pretty low, so shouldn't make a big difference. And you have a little bit of storage in the back, and then of course the front out front. Pretty car though, nice lines. Nice little piece of machinery. We'll take it out and go for a spin here and talk about it some. Alright, so I'm here with my best friend for the day. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris is gonna let me play in this car. We'll do a little startup audio because this thing sounds pretty sweet when it starts up. It does a pretty aggressive like roar at the beginning, you know, probably some valves open and things like that, I'm sure.
That's right.
So yep. It's kind of funky. You got to turn the key, hold it, and then push the start button at the same time. It's kind of cool. And now we're gonna put it in sport mode.
Sport mode there.
Because we're sporty people. And yeah, let's go feel this thing out. I know it's got a quick steering rack, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And we wiped down the interior of the car. We can't quite stay 6 feet away from each other, but we're doing the best we can with the windows down and keeping the air. Superchargers for this road because they're instant response. You know, you don't get a lot of time to build up boost in a turbocharged car out here, so it's got to be a most modern turbocharged cars do build boost really quickly. They're getting better and better at making, you know, the internals of the turbo really responsive and lightweight, titanium, dual scroll and all that stuff.
That's right.
But there's still just something about the immediacy of a supercharged setup that really pays off nicely on such a tight technical road. Now on the more open roads, I like the turbocharged setups. South of the Dragon and, you know, around the area, I prefer the turbocharged honestly, but on this road, the supercharger to me is where it's at.
trucks on Eibach Springs. That's how Lotus set this up.
So it's the factory setup?
Right, it's factory.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they went with some nice name brands on the suspension. It definitely isn't as sharp and harsh riding basically as the release platform is. You know, it's more of a daily comfortable car, even though it is still pretty extreme.
And it is my daily as well, so I do daily this every day.
Yeah, and you can just bug it out of turns and it don't care. The supercharger takes care of it, but it sings up high. Really likes to rev out too. That's kind of nice. Oh, I love that supercharger line.
Sounds good.
Now, can you like overdrive these superchargers with like pulley kits and things like that, like you can a lot of other cars?
So there's not really anything out there yet. There are some tunes out there, but as far as pulleys go, nobody's run anything smaller yet.
Gotcha. And it makes how much horsepower from the factory?
400 from the factory horsepower and 300 foot-pound torque.
Nice. And I know it's lightweight-ish, but it's not the least lightweight. You know what the curb weight is on these?
Yeah, 3150.
Okay. Whoa.
So how's the handling? Like how's it feel for you?
It's really good. It's hard to say what it'll do near the limits. You know, it's so confining on this road. It's hard to push a car with some capabilities like this one to the limits without being more in control of the environment. You know, night runs and things like that, we can sort of push it around a little bit more. But I can't feel anywhere close to the limits on this so far. Now these tires, are they like factory style tires?
So they came with the Super Sports. These now have the 4S on there. So it's
A little bit of an upgrade. Yeah.
Yep.
Very good tire. So that's the Michelin 4S. So it went from the Pilot Super Sports, what it came with, which is always a good tire.
Right.
But they've been replaced with with the 4S basically. And of course, there's improvements to the compound and the construction and everything, I'm sure.
And now Michelin comes out with their Cup 2, which those are found on the on the Evora, the 2020 Evoras.
Really?
So it gets even stickier.
That's what you get on like top level supercars.
Right.
Crazy grippy tire. Practically a slick.
Yeah, most guys are only getting about 5,000 miles out of them.
Wish I could get 5,000 miles out of some tires. Man, what a nice day.
It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, the window sills are pretty tall. It looks good. Makes it look aggressive from the outside and everything. They do the similar stuff with some other modern sporty cars like the Camaros like that too. But you can't really throw your elbow up there and cruise around without feeling
Kind of hard to relax.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm short torso too, so that doesn't help. You know, if you're a taller person, then it might help. But
That's right.
then you got to worry about headroom. It's pretty good space here though. This roof is bubbled a little bit. Is this removable?
It's not. That's the one thing the Evoras, they never came out with a convertible version,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Target or whatever.
Right.
Really nice sound, the V6.
Definitely doesn't sound like a Camry.
right here. If you screw it up, look at that. You're looking at the damn towers right there. You know what I'm saying? Like those power lines are 200 feet up.
It's a long way down.
But most people, they enter it too slow, so it works out pretty good. Hardly anybody ever wrecks right there. Nobody's ever really wrecked bad.
Imagine that.
Shit happens out here. I try to be realistic and show, honest truth about what's going on, the good and the bad. And I think people come out here knowing, what they're getting into, and it's like, it's an unsafe activity. People don't skydive because it's safe. They don't ride motorcycles because it's safe. It's a risk, and everybody coming out here as enthusiasts knows what they're getting into. The problem is you got people like a track day. There is no real innocent person. I mean, it sucks if somebody gets hit by another person, but you put your car in an environment that you knew this was a possibility. But there's innocent people out here with families and things like that that have no idea what this is about. That's right. If they're not local, and those are the people that you don't want to get tangled up in things like that, because it's not fair. They didn't sign up for that type of thing. So there you have it, kids. Another glorious day on the Dragon. If you have a cool car that you think might be interested in doing a review of, you can email me at killboy@killboy.com or reach us through the website. And yeah, hopefully we can keep these going and give you some more great content. Subscribe, like, love you, bye.